is it? I haven't got all day. Open the bloody door already. Let's have it then. I've never seen you before. What business do you have coming in here and banging on my dressing room door then, eh? Oh, bloody hell. My manager said he'd hired on a new assistant for me. I just didn't think you'd be here so quick is all. As I'm sure you're already aware, my name is Olivia Laureate. But friends and family call me Livy. You know, famous pop icon and celebrity sweetheart. Who am I kidding? Of course you know. You wouldn't have gotten this job if you had no idea who I am. I'm sure that my manager is competent enough to ensure that my new assistant he hired at least knows who I am, right? Oh, well. No, I'm not embarrassed. Why would I be embarrassed that you don't know me? It just means that my manager is bad at his job is all. Why would I care if you do or don't know me? It's not like I need the approval of someone who is going to be fetching me my Cobb salads and white chocolate lattes. So let's have it then. What's your name? Alright then. Now that we've been properly introduced, I guess since you don't know too much about me, which is honestly still a bit of a shock, then I'll fill you in on what's going to be expected of you. My last assistant was fired because they were leaking photos of me to the paparazzi. That's a huge party foul in my book. As hypocritical as it might sound, I value my privacy. Since you're going to be spending so much time with me, I'm trusting you to always have my best interests in mind. If I find out that you've been leaking my information or photographs to anyone, you'll be out the door quicker than you can say Instagram. Have I made myself perfectly clear? Good. Now, I require that all my assistants live in with me full-time. Obviously, this isn't where I live. This is my dressing room where I get ready for every rehearsal and spend my free time before going to set for my weekly appearance on the Idol's international broadcast. I expect you to accompany me everywhere that I go, especially if I'm going to be here at the studio. I don't expect you to keep this room stocked with my favorite foods and drinks. The studio concierge crew will make sure that all of that is handled before I arrive. However, it will be your responsibility to make sure that any fans that are in the studio audience don't make their way back here to bother me before I go live on the air. The public isn't admitted on days that I have choreography rehearsals or table reads, but on the days that we actually broadcast, a studio audience of 50 or so will be present. I've had a few incidents in the past with overzealous fans, so if need be, I need you to pretend to be my bodyguard. Sometimes even my significant other. Don't get all worked up about it. It's only for make-believe. God, do you think I really want to be seen with someone like you as my significant other? You're out of your bloody mind. Me? I'm obviously way out of your league. The press would never buy it. Sure, these loonies here in the studio audience who show up with love letters and giant teddy bears? Yeah, they're dumb enough to believe anything. Anyway, like I said, don't let it go to your head. If I start to act all lovey-dovey with you, I expect you to play along. It's going to be expected as a part of your job as my aide. Understand? Good. And I suppose another reason why I keep my assistant around is that it does get a little lonely hopping from one rehearsal to the next. Going to empty interviews with magazines, to photo shoots, to publicity meet and greets. It can be somewhat draining. I don't have anyone that I'm close with, that I can spend time with when I go back home to my flat. My assistants are required to live with me so that I can have someone to spend my time with when I'm not busy. My manager requires it of me ever since that incident a few years ago. Says I'm a liability for the record label since my life is so highly publicized. What's that? Oh, it's so weird that you actually don't know anything about me. I guess since you don't follow celebrity gossip and that you probably weren't privy to that highly publicized scandal a few years ago. The one where I was institutionalized for my own safety after You know what, never mind. It's not important. What is important is that you're going to be expected to provide me with satisfactory company and assist me with odds and ends that my other attendants can't provide. Now, all this introductory nonsense has me so thirsty. How about you make a run to the coffee shop down the street and pick me up an iced white chocolate frappe, Oh, and feel free to get yourself something too. That credit card that my manager provided you is registered to my personal account provided by the label. They pretty much buy me whatever I want as long as I fulfill my contractual agreements. Now, chop chop. I've got a table read in about an hour and the two of us are going out for dinner afterwards. I hope you like Thai food, because that's what I like to eat most of the time. Oh, and, swing by one of the local clothing shops on Belfort Avenue on your way back and get yourself a few new outfits. With the credit card, of course. If we're going to be seen in public, you should at least try to look a little presentable.